Alright, this is part 6.
I left you a like smile. Good luck from one YouTuber to another.
Thanks. Okay, I just remember something. I should already go back to the Tempest ship in order for... Interesting. In order to send some more strike missions. And here is what... let me put this back to full screen. So I've cleared the atmosphere, or at least
Detecting
most of
above
it anyway.
normal radiation levels.
I think the water's all irradiated. I wonder if I jump there, if I can... I guess a bridge.
Radiation levels normal.
Mm-hmm. So I want to go here. What is this?
It's weird to think that if we pull this off, everything we're looking at could change.
I liked those pre-trip vision paintings of future Eos. Green fields, rivers, forests. Wonder what it'll really be like down the line.
Fewer death storms would be nice.
Forgot I can boost.
Crash shuttle ahead. One of ours. I'd know them anywhere.
Worth checking, if only to make sure the Ket don't get to keep it. This is where Chief Reynolds died.
Sandstorms would have buried the body long ago. I suggest scanning.
Karkins.
Pathfinder, there is an armor piece buried deep. A leg bracer. Scan indicates tissue and bone fragments clinging to it. DNA identified as Chief Reynolds. Indications suggest his body was torn to pieces.
So the Chief became Karkin food.
Circle of life can be gruesome.
The remaining armor will be scattered, or perhaps brought to a nest. The chest piece and his Omni tool may explain his death.
Then we keep searching and scanning.
Alien creatures came out of nowhere. I was trying to scan it, but I guess they died before. Oh, what's this?
Another armor piece. Chief Reynolds' helmet.
The search continues.
should take a vehicle. I just remembered that my radiation, yeah, exposure. I still have radiation exposure. What is that over there? Alright, I'll do that later.
Let's do this!
First things first, I want to analyze that thing.
Charging through!
In the face. That's it. Ah.
Pathfinder. The scanners picked up Chief Reynolds' chest piece, confirming single shot. Unable to determine weapon type, but entry point was at the back. Exit blast through the chest.
By all accounts, Nilkin was in front of the Chief when he fired. So it wasn't his shot that killed him.
The Chief's Omni-tool might shed some light.
Damn, so apparently he didn't kill him. One of those situations where dashing forward isn't, let's see here. Anyway, dashing forward isn't actually faster than just running. It's practically the same. Maybe running is faster because I don't slow down afterwards.
Wow. The Remnant took over. Let's check it out.
I'm gonna take over what? Oh man. I'm curious what the hell's over here.
Did you leave many people behind in the Milky Way?
No, parents are gone, but my old unit could still be alive.
Yeah, some of my contacts might be kicking around. Isn't it weird saying things like that while knowing you'll never see them again?
No stranger than them being 600 years older than we are.
If we're getting into the deep stuff, we need a few stiff drinks first.
You started it, you're buying.
This is resonating now. Probably with the vault.
Does it say? There's nothing really here that I need. I don't think so. I'm gonna try not to spend too much time out of the vehicle because apparently I don't. My radiation protection doesn't regenerate while I'm in the vehicle. It does if I'm in the forward base or drop pod, whatever the hell that means.
Incoming!
I just wanted to know. I don't like these things.
Let's see you deal with this!
picking up additional armor scraps. I believe it's a trail leading to a cave nearby.
Could be where the nest is located.
Nest of what?
It's a Karkin nest, all right. Fan out. Here they come! Got them all.
Confirming initiative equipment, including Omni tool assigned to Security Chief Hiram Reynolds. If you power it up, I can exhume its data. Accessing data. The Chief was scanning at the time of death. The scan picked up 2 shots. 1. A standard initiative rifle report, which missed. The other from behind, a Ket pulse weapon.
This proves Milken is innocent. He didn't shoot Reynolds.
That's a relief. Good work.
Pathfinder, there is also an audio recording.
Go ahead and play it.
No! Where's Milken?
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock.
Shit.
That sounds like...
Confirming. Voice identified as suspect Milken. So he did not kill the Chief.
But he meant to. Need another chat with the man.
Yeah, I guess it was just a poor shot. Well, they were in a sandstorm, so it was easy to miss. Can't really say. He's like, I didn't kill him. I meant to, but I didn't kill him. Not sure how that's gonna work out. There's a forward base there? Oh yeah, there is. Those are the forward bases. What the hell is that? Oh, I guess I put a mining thing there. I don't know what the hell is this. Same thing? Man, I don't even know. Wait, that's an awful lot of waypoints. Oh, I see, but I'm headed for the closest one.
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
This is gonna be a problem because it's way too far. What the hell is this? Oh, nothing. I'm pretty sure it was over here.
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
That sucks. I can fast travel to there? Nice. Might as well.
Radiation levels within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
There are things I have to do here, like this. Well, let's see. There is a memory trigger. I think I do need to go there, but I think I'll do this and this first. Might as well. There's bound to be radiation there, so.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
It's not there. No, that's not viable.
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder.
Shit.
Severe radiation alert, Pathfinder. Radiation within safe levels. Life support is stable.
I guess in order to get there, maybe I have to make jumps. I don't know, where the hell? How the hell
Radiation levels have
to
spiked,
get
Pathfinder.
there?
Life support is back online.
It should be close to here, actually. Yeah, up there. Until I get hit by radiation area. That's not good. Ain't that some shit? His brother had to die all the way up there, or the whatever the hell he was carrying that he wanted. Clearly that wasn't meant to go there. So essentially I just wasted a bunch of time going back. That's kind of funny. Oh, I wasted a bunch of time going back for the car, for the vehicle, for no good reason. Could have just walked. Here it is.
Pathfinder, this is the spot where Nigel McCoy wanted you to leave his pendant.
In honor of his brother, Dash McCoy.
Oh, I see. He wanted me to leave his pen and not find his brother's. Oh, okay. I'm tempted to take the short route, but the short route probably is death. Huh, I see life. Oh, I have a really nice armor mod and I haven't used it yet. I'm still all salvage.
The failure here was expensive, Pathfinder. It's worn all of us down, not just our shuttles.
Site 1 main building door code is acquired, Pathfinder.
Not the important part, Sam. Lexi, got another name for you. Harwell, Theo J.
I'll send it along to the Nexus, Pathfinder.
There's another memory trigger there. I underestimated distance involved. I figured that was pretty close, but
Sam, another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
oh. Look at that, a word tree. For some reason I can't scan it. Sneaky, sneaky.
On to the next one.
Maybe they wanted a original life, at least different types of life. Not scanning the same species. Perhaps variations of the same species. I don't know. No, I think I lost track of the. Destroyed my shields. Oh.
Hostiles! Targets down!
Alright.
This channel is a fraud.
Okay.
He steals money.
Oh, I'm actually being trolled. That's funny. Well, for anyone curious, I'm not even monetizing anything. I'm just... I just started, man. I gain nothing, really. Let me just... there you go.
Shut down your channel.
It's funny, I'm being trolled. Let me see, forward station here. Tempest. Research station. I'm not sure what this is.
Pathfinder, another deceased colonist.
If you get me their
You
name,
don't know
I'll
how
update
to
the
play.
records and tag the
You
body for
play like a
recovery.
95-year-old grandma.
Oh, what did he say? Something about a dead colonist? Oh, there it is.
Avante, Tegan C. Radiation got to her.
That sucks. Wait, what is that? Ah, platinum. but I can't seem to pick it up. I must have passed through here, but I must have forgotten all this stuff. Yes, I was definitely here already. Of course, that also means I'm going around in circles. Luckily, I have fast travel. I like that added element to this game. From what I remember from the first Mass Effect, you had to call the ship to get you. But you were, I guess the planets were sort of free roam.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Or maybe there was just a very large area you could explore. But there were mostly nothing on those planets. And all the bases looked the same, so it got boring quickly.
PB said she wanted to talk to you.
Are you going to shut down your channel or not?
And the main reason I came back here is to see if I can modify some of these. Maybe I can't do it with this specific one, but if I... No, maybe it's just because I have a special type of deluxe edition, I don't know, armor. Let's see, I like these. This one is out. I think I might choose this one, it stands out more. I think I'll try this one. Why not? Ooh, the latest thing is heavier. No, that's not what it is. Only the sniper rifle. Right, the main reason I came here was for the strike teams, strike missions. Mission successful. Time required. That's a lot of time. Okay. 70% chance. Alright. Those are a lot of funds. Well, Well, I guess I might as well should get some action in there. But with a less than 80% chance of winning, or having mission accomplished, those teams that I send are bound to fail eventually. We'll see what degree of negative traits I get. That's interesting. So my sniper rifle gets less bonus. I'm gonna create a match. No mods. I have no mods. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, color tinge, look at that. Oh, it might be a while till someone joins, and this is better with, more people. So I'm just gonna join someone else's mission.
Hostiles en route.
Let's move!
Get to cover. Got a destroyer nearby.
Up.
Just 3 hostiles remaining. Enemies cleared. Stay alert. We've got major enemy targets nearby. Let's take them out. Target eliminated. Target eliminated. Stay sharp. You got him up. Squad member down.
Damn it.
They're out. Shields down. Stay sharp.
Time to go. Get to the extraction site. That's how Apex gets it done. Come on home.
Oh, I guess that's it. What is this bonus stats? Disciple shotgun. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it now. So I can remake the armor that I have with the same blueprint, but add augmentation, add mods to it, I guess, and make it part of the design permanently. level 10? I don't even know. Guess I should have the default before I get the others. There's so much stuff here. I guess I have to study this stuff later. None of this means anything to me. I mean, yeah, I get it. I can make stuff, but there's so much stuff I can make or research that I'm not sure it's even worth the effort. Cause oh, look at that, a blade. I don't have the resources for this. Yeah, Krogans, would you have a massive hammer? It's probably not even necessary. At least not in normal difficulty anyway. Probably find enough loot. I guess I could talk to her.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
An RPG, that's interesting. This shotgun does a lot of damage. There's no point in having two of these.
Those remnant vaults, all those secrets. Have to go exploring in one someday.
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
40s.
Wild remnant parties. What else would you use it for?
Well, that's a thought. You don't really think they... Oh, joking. I see. Good one.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. What can I do for you?
I couldn't help overhearing you and Gil. It sounded pretty heated.
He likes redesigning things, but the ship was built this way for a reason. I wish Gil would respect that. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model, how power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
Tell me something else about the ship.
I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. You'll have to make some new ones.
You and Gil still aren't getting along?
He's being stubborn. All I want is for him to respect the ship. Apparently, that's too much to ask.
Oh, come on, I keep pressing the button.
You and Gil still aren't getting along?
He's being stubborn. All I want is for him to respect the ship. Apparently, that's too much to ask.
I was just pressing the buttons to make him hurry up
You know where I'll be.
with the conversation. Alright, the new crew member.
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Does your brain ever take a breath?
Sorry, not really. Even my dreams are in time-lapse. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, writer. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know me out in the field, while we're uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Boredom drove you here. Yeah, that's right. I do need to do that for 3 of them for a trophy.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
Sleep is an excellent cure of what?
You left everything and everyone you knew because you were bored?
No, I came with someone I knew. Then she got bored with me. Ryder,
Jeez.
the Milky Way was so... been there, done that. Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
I can't blame her, man. Who could pass up an opportunity like that? Especially if you don't have any, like, strong attachments. Strong family, responsibilities.
Well, congratulate yourself. No one has ever so successfully dodged my attempts to get to know them.
Yes! I'm #1! Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Then again... I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Well, I have no other use for it anyway. The point of collecting them was to, I don't know, turn them into research, blueprints, weapons, armor, I don't know. Now, what was the goal again? Oh yeah, I have to do that. Additional tasks. That's right, family members. His sister still hasn't been revived. Oh, that's right. I have to wait till the radiation clears. Actually, I wasn't sure. I think I had to do other stuff to make it clear. What is this? Oh. This world looks like a wasteland. Oh, look at that. Oh, I see. There are only 6 squad mates max, I guess. Maybe there'll be more. I don't know. I don't know what her special ability is. Oh, I want her there, but...
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
Let's see, what do I have to do now? I can't go here. I don't know what this is. It wants me to create an outpost there. I think I do that first because this seems kind of out of the way. Just a slice of the map, I guess. Obviously, if you can explore the whole planet, it'd be way too large, too much. You can spend an endless amount of hours just exploring a planet. I know that from No Man's Sky. And from Elite Dangerous, actually, those small rocky planets. Can I just teleport here? I can't.
Is that Drac?
Drac what? What is that?
Radiation levels increasing. Data key. Specialist Engineer Aman Kathari.
Chased down by what he was studying?
Personnel deaths were not recorded. The Chief Engineer halted reports to the Nexus.
That sounds bad, but nothing on EOS sounds good.
That sucks. Not a good sign.
Life support restored.
Took one out.
Ryder, about time you joined the party.
Backup life support. Interesting. Shit. Fucker came out of nowhere.
He needs help!
Who's the one that needs help? Oh, here she is. Nice. Anyway.
That fight was fun.
You're telling me?
You could really handle yourself, kid. And I hear you're the one to thank for clearing up the sky. Had your number all wrong.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Maybe we should work together after all.
This fight was pretty good, but you're still Nexus and green as a Drell. Still, something tells me you've got potential. Be ashamed to waste that. I mean, just point me to your ship and try to keep up.
The first colonists sent audio logs about these regions back to the Nexus.
And?
Fairwinds Basin. Lowest radiation count in the area. Little bit of hope.
Maybe more than a little.
Not only that, there's water here. There's something else that was missing. I mean, I parked here, we were in a firefight.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Teleporting is so bizarre to me. Though I don't remember if that's how it was in, I don't know, I guess Mass Effect 3 or 2, that the biotics could just teleport. They can charge, I remember that.
Radiation levels normal. Life support restored.
It's been too long.
This is where we'll build our new outpost. A real beginning.
Prepping deployment order. You must choose what purpose this new outpost will serve.
The Nexus doesn't get a say?
Resources are at a crisis point. Protocol states this judgment call falls to the Pathfinder. With current supplies, you could build a military outpost, focusing on defense and militia training. Alternatively, a scientific outpost could advance the initiative's research and discoveries.
What do you think? Military outpost or scientific?
Pathfinder's call. But research is no good if we're dead. Military.
Can't solve the remnant with guns. Scientific for sure.
I know they were going to say that.
The first outpost placed by a Pathfinder will be a statement in itself. Fair or not, your choice will represent the initiative and its intentions in Andromeda. Consider carefully.
That's the thing. There's a lot of alien technology here. I think I'll go for research. Because we can always send strike teams to defend. it's... I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a heavily populated world. It is mostly desert. So it makes sense to have a research facility. I mean, if it was really one of those Earth-like worlds, like really full of life and military, it might be best to make it a stronghold, to make it hard to take. I don't know. I'm gonna go for scientific. I'm leaning towards this one.
Prioritize research and discovery. That's our foundation. And our future.
Orders prepped. Ready on your signal.
Andromeda Initiative, this is Ryder. Pathfinder. EOS is ready for deployment.
Copy that. Outpost blocked inbound. And ready as hell. August Bradley, operational head for this block. Mayor now, I suppose. We're ready to make the most of what you delivered.
It doesn't really matter what I choose here.
It took a lot of people to get us this far. That's the work you'll continue.
I hear that. Prodromos. That's what we're calling her.
They're eager. I haven't seen eager for months. EOS is far from golden. But now it's a producer. A real and reasonable first step. They think you did the impossible. The Nexus. I warned them, hoping was irresponsible. You proved me wrong, Pathfinder.
I appreciate your candor. We're all on the same side.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh. Should I ask her what her game was?
Ryder, you brought us time. But one outpost on a long-shot planet won't stop us from starving. You already have a lead on something else?
The nav point from the vault.
Now it gets complicated. The others are ready to officially sanction your efforts, to be a part of your success. We all want the initiative to succeed, but after failing for so long, no one agrees on how to do it. Be aware, that's all.
She is just as manipulative. But I mean, there's no point in telling her that. That's obvious. Arguing is pointless. But what's important is this. I don't really give a shit what her objective is. She isn't an enemy.
I don't care why anyone helps, so long as they do.
I've heard that before. Talk to Bradley. Later we'll go over the extended job of Pathfinder. Until then, Tan's waiting on the Nexus.
That's very true. I really don't give a shit about these people's agendas. The overarching goal is to, you know, make the colony succeed. You know, I thought it would take longer to make this world more viable. It's going pretty quickly. What is this? That. wants me to go here. Why? Why is the Tempest there? You know, in retrospect, if this already had a research station over here, maybe a military base would have been important here, but oh well. We'll see what happens. For all the alien tech, it just makes more sense to build a research station. Don't even know if it matters. Journal. Oh yeah, to do the murder thing with the additional tasks. Have to do that. That's a memory trigger. This would not be a world that I would want to stay on. It's just too deserty. I'm not fond of the visuals. Why is it then constantly auto-saving?
Detecting above normal radiation levels. Radiation levels normal. Life support at 100%.
Terminal. Something. I think some of this might be new. Before I forget, what is this duelist? Weapon force. I guess survivalist. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Not sure, I'm gonna leave it for now. What is lens? Just kind of putting points at this point. I'm not even sure. I have to test all the abilities out early. Know which one I like. I can always respec the stats, I think. I'm not sure how much resources it's gonna cost me. Oh well, what the hell. I made a mistake there. gonna ignore that one for now. I could have sworn I already had 9 points here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. I'm mostly focusing on assault rifles and snipers, actually. Combat tool. This is... okay, this is actually useful. Ooh, I do want this, but I also want this. Team shield. I'm going for this one. That way I can just, God damn it. This one's nice. Combat. We'll go for this one for now. I'm not sure what that means. Skill up? What? Just for... No. I guess it means I've spent some skills, which is obvious. Activate. What was the plan? Let's see. The plan was to talk to this person here. Oh yeah, now I remember. I didn't want to jump that. I wonder what happens if I run people. I'm not gonna do it, but yeah.
Took a peek at the plans for the Padromos research labs. Shiny.
We came to explore and learn. That's who we are.
Really hope all those scientists will be safe out here.
Ryder.
What was that? So, yeah, I guess it wants me to come here.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
Mayor Bradley.
Pathfinder, good to see you. We're busy as anything, thanks to you. Bit dusty, but we can adapt. It's worth it when it's your own.
Make sure to keep a clear log of what you're doing.
Well, let's save some bandwidth. Busted ass to feed initiative. Copy, paste, repeat. You go do what you need to on the Nexus. Follow that dot. There will be more to do on EOS later. Some key positions: Connor Supply, Ramirez Medical, Abrams Science, Fawkes Engineering. With them and my major domo, we won't end up like Site 1 and 2.
Site 1 and 2.
The first two outposts didn't have a chance. It was clear to everyone on the ground.
I saw the brief. I'm making sure every one of our people is eyes wide. You changed this planet, but that doesn't make it easy. We'll use the efforts of those who went before. Good people, every last one. I'd have been honored to fail with any of them.
maybe there's hope for that. What?
Looking back isn't a good use of time. We have to keep building.
Keep is generous. We have to start. Real building, not just surviving. Oh, and Pathfinder, this is for you. It's our flag. Hang it where the Nexus can see. It's touched the soil of our first outpost in Andromeda. Make it real.
Okay.
Head for the Nexus, Pathfinder. For Drumos, we'll have more going on when you come back later.
So I guess I just kind of run around and encounter minerals and just collect it.
Yamina and I talk about it. She wants to wait for the right time and...
Trust me, there's no right time to have kids. You both want to, right?
Sure. But Yami's got her motive.
Nothing important. What the fuck is that? Ooh, some resources. I'm not sure why I even headed here. I talked to this guy. There's a question mark here. A little question mark. I don't think the water's too deep. Oh! Well, I learned something. The water is deep. I did fail to open this the first time. But I know it's there. No messages. Supply officer.
Hello, Kim Connor. Supplies, trade, procurement. Anything you need, I can provide. Though I hear you've got Vetra Nix keeping you well stocked.
You know Vetra?
I worked with her on the Nexus in those days of chaos. But I need ground under my feet, and soon hopefully trade will flourish on Eos.
Why she look at me like that? With her neck twisted that way, but it's fine. It's not that strange.
Is EOS trading with any new partners?
Right now, just the Nexus, but I have contracts with Wildcat salvages and independent miners. There will be more.
Does the outpost have everything it needs?
The Nexus furnished us with the basics, but that isn't enough for a home. Providing the rest is my responsibility. The labs can't work without good logistics. They'll have it.
You said you know Vetra. What's she really like?
Ah, Vetra. You're lucky to have her. Few weathered the mutiny on the Nexus as gracefully. The mutineers tried to convince her to join them. She refused, yet many of them are still her contacts and allies. If Vetra Nix has advice for you, I'd listen.
So how did you end up here, Connor?
Me? You're the Grand Explorer. I fill out requisition forms.
Really? Everyone here has some kind of story.
I left mine back home. Or... still... Ask me another time.
See you later.
Be well. Come back again.
It's not even why I came here. The question mark that I can't help but go for. I don't think there's anything here. Oh. No messages.
Hello.
Hi. Join the side, you know, the broken promises. Let me read. Oh, hey. I'm doing good. Pressing the deployment of... So I guess there was a point of coming over here. As a merchant. Sell stuff. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you explore, yeah. You find aliens. Most of them are technologically advanced and you fight, yeah. Try to reestablish some bases and try to make some worlds habitable or viable for base building. It's very story motivated. Yeah, it isn't like No Man's Sky where you just fly around, have space combat, and then land and then do stuff on planets. Everything is really based on planets or space station or ships. It's essentially, I guess you can think of it as a third-person shooter that's RPG and based in space and aliens. Well, there really isn't much to do here. I just needed to know. Yep. I just needed to know what this question mark was, and it was just a merchant, like, and stuff. I just reestablished this base here not too long ago. And yeah. But I have to go back. Actually, you know what? I can create a shortcut here. I can fast travel. There it is.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
Yeah, but this is more, like I said, a third-person shooter. And Elite Dangerous would be the opposite, I guess. It doesn't have a motivating story, but you do fight in space a lot and spend most of your time in space. They do, yeah. Those NPCs that were there came after I reestablished a forward base and.
Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed.
That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
We're adventurers. Whatever makes the squad comfortable is okay with me. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Helios threw us for a loop. Meaning, we're kind of new at this. All of us. So let's figure out what the rules are now. And try to stick to them.
Sounds good.
It's funny that you say that. Yeah, they kind of do because of the
If
jumpsuit.
there's one thing I know I can do, it's make up rules.
And the Krogan
No one
looks
said
like...
make up rules. Can we please keep anarchy to a minimum?
Yeah, and the Krogan...
Let's
I'm just
head
gonna let
back
them
to the
finish
Nexus.
talking.
PB, Drac, see Lexi for a physical. Good meeting, everyone.
They do look like the Fantastic Four, except... Yeah, the Krogan looks like the Thing, and yeah. Of course, there's more than 4 of them. So, yeah, I guess this is the meeting area. I rarely go here. No calls. Oh, this is...
We fly into space clouds that try to kill us too. I deserve a raise.
Huh. There is a map here. It does seem that way. Anyway, yeah, this is the map of the ship. That's the lower deck. That's where the meeting was. This is the helm. And all the, well, people symbol are NPCs.
Yes?
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Really, I have to ask every single one of them? Alright.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
Yeah, this is really motivated mostly by story and dialogue with the NPCs. So there's a lot of periods of time where you're just talking and then exploring, and there isn't much action actually. Except on those periods that there are action, and there's quite a bit. It does have a multiplayer survival wave mode. That one is like pure action.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the nomads than tackle emotions head-on.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new.
Huh.
Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable.
but I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Huh.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
Huh.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
Jeez.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
See, these are the strike missions. I can send squads to do them for me. I did one and I sent 2 others. Let's see. Successful. That's nice. Another success. And this game has loot boxes, yeah. The loot boxes, you don't actually need to buy them. You could buy them if you want, but there's really no point in buying them. Oh, level 3. I do not have enough funds, and there are no more missions. So that's a shame. I think I have to wait. I don't know how long I have to wait for the missions to appear, to be honest. Oh yeah, there's a pet monkey here. You can pet him.
Just looking for attention, aren't you?
He's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you? You do know hijacks pee anywhere, right?
Ugh. Oh, they are monkeys. What was the plan here? Well, I was gonna talk to all the crew members anyway.
Messing with that vault feels like early brain surgery. Just poking and hoping.
As long as it helps us to live here, I don't care how the vault's doing it.
Magnificently. That's how.
I prefer tech with more exposed bolts. If you can't open it, you don't own it.
These are one of those games that you really have to talk to the NPCs to get the full story.
Long time no chat. What's up?
I hear we have you to thank for getting the Tempest space ready so quickly.
Vetra brings her impossible feats to me. I was itching to get this particular call. Capital R ready. Don't tell her, but the truth is, I fudge reports to come in early, then bust ass in secret to make up for it. Expands the guild legend. Plus, I convey calm and assurance, and the whole team relaxes, which helps them do their jobs better.
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
Wait, what? Oh.
How tough was it on the Nexus all those months?
Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue?
Hasn't everyone?
Well, then you know. It's super tough. Wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction? Or maybe starvation? Imagining which would be worse? But hey, you could always take a break from the fear and boredom to dwell on being a part of the biggest failure in galactic history. Maybe even participate in a revolt.
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bets, if that's what you're asking. Truth is, I don't think anyone made out particularly well.
No.
Whatever side you're on, you die a little when your brother, your teammate, becomes an enemy. We traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up fighting with each other over scraps. It's sad.
That is true.
Seems like we have a good group here.
Well, Vetra and Suvi are my girls. Get along well, lots of mutual respect. PB's a real spark plug. I like her, but she's exhausting. And Drax's my kind of guy. Brash, takes no shit. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, Doc's kinda nosy. Liam's good for a laugh or two. Cora, she's a bit by the book for me.
That's kind of funny. I'm just gonna pick this one.
Need somebody to keep the zoo in check.
Zoo? You calling me an animal rider? Ooh, can I be a mongoose? They're like cool cobra killers. No, wait, how about a crow? Smart, irreverent, obnoxious. That's it.
I'll take your word for it. What about Callow?
He's a pilot.
Which means...
he flies the ship.
We're leaving it at that then?
Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end?
Let me...
What's your social circle like?
I'm good for a laugh, so I know lots of people, but I don't let too many in. My one true friend is stationed on the Nexus. She's the only piece of the Milky Way I brought with me. The more you and I get to know each other, the more you'll probably hear about her.
I kind of wasn't paying too much attention when he was talking about that one.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Thought I missed something, which I didn't. An elevator here.
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
Huh.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kinda lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station. After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles. After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
Oh yeah, apparently you can flirt with some aliens. Huh.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone?
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
A certain independence might be helpful. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't want anything holding me back.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out. And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
I'm gonna go full screen here. Yeah, this is quite a bit of this is mostly dialogue, and it's gonna be dialogue for a while. It's just the way this game is. It's not the best game to stream and be entertained by. Should probably start doing the Battlefield multiplayer, Battlefield 1. That will be fun.
So how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Vetra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new tricks.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work, work, work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
Oh, is it my turn to talk?
Sorry. Yeah, I should work on my motor.
You might find that people reveal themselves more freely if you give them a chance. Cora included.
Really good advice.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
You're off the hook, BB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Lots of NPCs to talk to, especially the new guy. What is here? Engineering. There's really nothing. That looks interesting. Convenient, there's an elevator here. I wonder if I can get in that. Nope.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
Some intel is classified? Huh. Probably is.
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving. And everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
So useless.
Like you said, we had no idea what Helios was really like. What good's a plan?
Adapting to problems as they come up. I like that.
Good. Since you're probably gonna have front row seats to me winging it.
Looking forward to the show.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
I always go into these rooms and there's never anything here. Supposed to do some loyalty missions for some NPCs and then they unlock a special skill or something. I do that with PB and I need to do, I don't know who else. But there's always something like that in Mass Effect. They always had the special loyalty missions. You gotta talk to them a bunch of times, then they'll give you a mission, and then they have your back more. I guess they become more powerful. I don't remember.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
We barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You found your place. Not everyone gets that.
I knew it. Glad for it every day. And that led me here.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does.
Jeez, what the fuck?
Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Traditional is a weird term for family. Like normal. Who's that describe?
Suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition. I said goodbye to my mum and dad, and got on a ship to Andromeda.
That's some shit. That's some shit. I mean, that's like saying goodbye to a son forever.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I mean, I guess if the parents are really old, I guess it doesn't matter as much, but you know they're dead. 600 years. Let's see, crew quarters. There's really no reason to go. Oh, there's a kitchen. That's obviously not the way. I don't think I've ever been to the kitchen actually. Maybe I have and I don't remember.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who are you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus Superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
No trouble with you.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
I like the way you think, kid.
Someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tam. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Your people had to know what it'd be like when you left the Nexus.
We did, but there weren't a lot of options. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony. Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to. As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Your people come first.
Keeping Kesh and our colony safe will always be my top priority. That's why I'm happy to tag along, help make this galaxy a little more hospitable.
Can't argue with that.
I can't open the fridge. Nothing to eat. Alright, I'm just kind of wasting time talking to everyone. Email. Oh, there is a bunch of stuff here. I read this. Okay, but why would I want this? Dispenser in the Caveat unlimited number of times. Hot water ration in the showers. That's funny. Nothing to hot on laundry now. That's hilarious. Diagram or vids. That's amusing. I have to speak with the doctor. Family secrets. Okay.
Hello, Scott. Eos has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on Eos, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star. You have grown as a result, and so have I.
That's interesting. Catching a ball versus catching a star.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
Why is it so hard to find a good steak?
I don't know, Sam.
Because it's a rare medium. Well done.
Well, medium, well done.
How are those jokes coming, Sam?
I am formulating a new one.
Alright.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Technically, he could just talk to him in his head, but... yeah. Oh, that's nice. I wish I had something like that, just an exercise machine here. I think this is an exercise machine where you just run, jog, and you can see space. Look at that. Although technically space is very, very boring. I mean, you look at it enough times if you're just in the same spot. But exploring it would be interesting and fantastic. It is a shame we don't have that technology. Huh. I'm not going to change anything now at the moment. What's in the bathroom? There's no one is there. Oh, there is some new stuff on the crew. So that's the kitchen. That's there's really nothing else to do here. I talked to the new crew members, so it's all good. Just talked to these two and yeah, her.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon. Can't tell if they have enough water or too much. I grew up on a little cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
So there's a heart soft as rose petals under that uniform.
I got plenty under here, pal. Does the big bad Pathfinder have a soft spot too?
I might. For certain someones.
Good to know. We've all got our something. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected. Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place. Even AI. Or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
That's interesting.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative. So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden. I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
That's It's kind of sad.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad. And if that remnant tech pays off, maybe someday I'll have roses too.
Yeah, that's one of those things. If there's ever long distance space travel that you're gonna colonize somewhere far and it takes a long time to get there, it's gotta be people with low attachments or whole families going. That's a question I have to ask myself. Would I go?
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
Darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little odd, but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's something about coming face to face with something wondrous that makes you want to believe.
Wow. It's wonderful to meet someone who understands. I've had to justify myself so often, as if having faith in the divine invalidated my work as a scientist. As if the sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
Yeah, I know I would like her the moment I first met this NPC. I agree with her.
I wasn't questioning your abilities. You never have to justify yourself to me.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, truly. Now I should probably update the rest of the team with my latest reports. We'll talk later.
I have to say, I think I would. Space travel, exploring space has been a dream since I was a child, but it's not really possible. Not with our current technology. But yeah, I think I would leave everything behind. It's a tough decision, though.
Well, the ship manual's useful. That leg of my workbench needed propping up.
If you bothered reading it, you'd know that the Tempest is an orchestra of new tech. You can't just meddle with...
I got this ship launch ready in record time, Callow. I know my stuff.
And you don't have a shred of respect for other people's.
Callow.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry you had to hear that. What can I do for you?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right here.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
That's funny.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Dr. Tapero seems nice, if quiet. It must be very different here, compared to the Hyperion. Fewer people in stasis shock.
Let's keep it that way. What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Given Drax's history with Solarians, it's probably better I just stay out of his way. Too bad. That grunion roast he makes smells delicious.
Grunion roast, that must be coffee.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I like PB. But I really hope she doesn't lean on the escape pod's manual release by accident.
Is that easy to do?
It's an escape pod. If it's difficult to use, you're doing it wrong.
That is true. That's pretty funny.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Vetra's very kind. She actually got hold of some dried seaweed snacks for me. Said I needed feeding up.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I don't talk to Cora much. She always seems so busy. There are things I'd like to ask her about your father, but it never seems like a good time.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Oh, if I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Yes, he is the gossip, but he's amusing.
Tell me something else about the ship.
O'Connell, our systems designer, was running a power distribution model, how power moves through the ship. But he forgot to lock his terminal and we, added a few embellishments. For 2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on all the bathroom lights would overload the engine core.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Well, that's it. I spent quite a bit of time just talking to the NPCs. Oh, look at that. But now I have to head back. Finally doing something. These things are flashing like they want me to go there. Do I really want to? I'm gonna test it out to see. There might be nothing there. If there's nothing there, I just won't go to the others. It might be that there are resources there now. Yeah, I think it was just there was no point in going here. I figured as much. Alright, that must be fully 100% explored.
Familiar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all.
Element 0, but I don't think it respawns, but we'll see. I'm gonna go there just in case. It will only take me like a few seconds or a minute or something. Can't skip it, but I'm just gonna see this again. Nope, there's nothing to pick up. task, waking up the future, a better beginning. Yeah, just firefighters. Okay. A Nexus level. I don't know what that is. There's a lot of stuff in this game I have no idea.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos.
We've thought that before.
But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syak's Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
It's a good day to party. That's kind of amusing.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
We've taken some hard knocks, but this proves we'll always get up again.
Always.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Such a mess. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Wow. I think I'm gonna take a break. I've been streaming for quite a while. I'll continue this next time. I should save the game.